So who writes the lyrics?
Me.
You write all the lyrics?
Yeah.
And
Me and old Pete.
do you have any say, Joe, in the lyrics? Because obviously, you got to sing them.
You have to dictate it.
No, not really. Well, it's all pre-written. But
Yeah,
if I see something like this could sound better if you do, you just swap that word around.
Yeah.
You like sometimes don't put a pause there.
That's
I have
cool.
some sort of input on that
yeah.
one, just vocally to make it sound
better
for me. But
I'm not too
No, you're not
dictatorial.
No.
But they are written before they ever get to the studio.
What's really apparent is obviously there's a message there. There's kind of a political dig as well, which I'm liking. I'm liking. But do you ever get the point where, hang on a minute, I don't agree with what you're saying, or do you agree with what you're saying?
That's the thing. I do agree with what you're saying, which is why I enjoy singing it and stuff.
So just imagine if you didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I know. It'd be like,
Heavens, Joe understands, and he's mostly Buddhist in nature, and he loves Russell Brand and the Trews.
There you go, yeah.
So if we both love Russell Brand and the Trews, we're on a winner.
So you're not going to be doing a song Kill the Poor anytime soon?
No, absolutely not. We are the poor.
So what about you guys? I mean, you're not doing kind of live stuff at the moment, but so what are you doing when you do? I mean, it must get really boring being in a studio all the time, isn't it?
I tell you what, it's always a breath of fresh air when Joe does come back, or when Georgie comes back, which hopefully she will be back this week.
Right.
Lincoln, when he comes back, it's always a breath of fresh air. So,
are you eager to get out and play these songs to people, though? Even if it was just
I would love it. I would love it if circumstances were different. It's definitely what we would be doing, and hopefully circumstances will always improve and make it happen.
Is the health is the
health
stopping
is the
you?
thing. Money's always the thing. Health is the thing. I don't know how well we would if we set up something up. I think at the minute it would be hard to pull off just with energy and personnel being everywhere.
How are you? From last year, are you improving, or is
it's kind of plateau, but it hasn't gone backwards, which is the main thing. Because bloody hell, pre-2012 was much backwards.
Well, you spent a lot of time on your back, didn't you?
Yes,
you spent an awful
all
lot
of the '90s was on my back, in a sort of curled up state.
I just think I've said this to you before. This is a wonderful story, and I mean, there's a movie here, there's a film here. Deputy Dog meets
Deputy Dog.
Roy Wood.
You'd have to fast forward the '90s and 2000s.
No, I see, I think that's the thing that would hook people in. I mean, there's this guy that spent most of his time on his back in the 1990s. Yeah. Other people spent their time on their back in the 1990s for other reasons. You were kind of busier in a different way, and you wrote X amount of songs whilst you were on your back, so you weren't doing nothing.
That's
were you?
Right. You got to keep your brain occupied.
Absolutely. So is that what you did for that period of time?
Yeah.
I mean, there must have been some pretty low points. Are there any songs that you?
No, there's not. Yeah, there's a classic one that we haven't rehearsed, unfortunately. That's on second album. It's called Life Lessons, and in 1992. Keith Akehurst of Meridian Tonight came over and did a report. I wish I had the video still because it would be brilliant to see. But I went to a rehab centre in 91 in Southampton called Bursledon House. And on this Meridian Tonight feature, they were talking about Bursledon House. The people on it, they were saying, we're a wonderful centre, and then they interviewed people that didn't think it was a wonderful centre. And the doctor man came on and said, we've had a couple of spectacular failures, and I was one of the two spectacular failures that they'd had. So I start off the lyric of that song, yay, I've been on life's whipping post, I've been labelled as a spectacular failure, but look at me now, I am standing proud. So
yeah, good for you. And
so,
long way
I certainly
continue.
put a lot of it in these songs because it's a big part. Yeah.
So is that predominantly, the songs come from that dark period, or are you coming in?
I still write. So yeah.
Okay.
If there's a nice lady on the scene, it'll be about her, but it's from whatever part of life. watching Russell Brand on the Trews sometimes.
We got how many songs? How many more songs have we got? We got about 10 minutes. So.
We should do Together Again.
Just do Together Again.
Together Again is off Obelisk.
He started to take a bit of control. Then he said, "Let's do Together Again," which is good to see. But
it's good to see me button.
It's great.
I love a bit of percussion on this. Do
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, let's can I have some maracas.
You do the
well.
Yeah.
You do that.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome.
It works.
Hang on. Because we're part of this, we should count you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes 1,
2.
Two.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Yeah?
Josh.